Data. This video explains the data that we can access every day. Data is displayed in several formats, such as sounds, images, moving images, numbers, and other symbols. We will focus on data in the form of numbers, which can be used to test major and minor premises when carrying out the critical thinking process. When we study the decision-making process, the second stage is collecting relevant information. To fulfill the second stage, a process of understanding the data is required. Data are a representation of reality. Describes a condition or situation. Representation is a key word that must be considered wisely. Let's study the conditions or situation shown in this photo. Questions are very necessary to describe the situation or conditions. For example, what objects are there? How many of each object? In an object, is there a difference? Let us consider the observations made by Mrs. A. Mrs. A recorded 4 types of objects. There were 5 people, 2 notebooks, 1 laptop, and 2 pens. Data readers, who did not directly observe the conditions and situations recorded by Mrs. A, might imagine it like this. Okay. Let us consider the observations made by Mr. B. Mr. B recorded 4 objects. However, he detailed the type of person he was. There are whites and blacks. There are young and old white people. Readers, roughly, will form an imagination like this. Approach the photo that is the object of observation. However, there are things missing, such as a bookcase and the type of floor used by the 5 people in the photo. That is what is meant by relevant information. For entrepreneurs, perhaps they will focus on the tools used by the person, but for program organizers, they need more detailed conditions and situations, such as a description of the interaction of the person in the photo. We can draw conclusions where the data specifications depend on the type of decision maker.
Artlist.io.
Analytical data is in the domain of critical thinking processes. Critical thinking is needed to support confidence in decision-making, and is useful for minimizing risk when decisions are made and executed. Let's practice with the problem of a dirty beach. Dirty beaches are detrimental to society. Damaged coastal ecosystems are detrimental to fishermen and entrepreneurs in the tourism sector. The cause comes from consumption waste from beach tourism visitors and people from other areas, whose waste is thrown into rivers and ends up on the beach. How do we devote creative thinking to the problem?